Hi, let's get started. Coming into a crisscross leg position, removing the fleshy part of your sits bone away. Shoulders roll back, fingertips curl into the palms, and simply drop your chin to your chest and create a half circle to one side. Using your breath and create that other half circle to that shoulder, dropping chin to chest. Lifting up nice and tall, simple seated twist here. We lift and we rotate. Other side. We have a couple of these, so just get familiar with how your spine feels as you begin to rotate a little deeper every time. Here's your last one. Now come back to the center. Let's come into that tabletop position, hands and knees. Firmly press those hands in and draw your belly button up. And here's your cat posture. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat as you open that upper, mid, and lower back. Dropping all the way to cow. And coming back to that neutral alignment with the spine. Let's find our downward facing dog by tucking our toes. Simply lift up, send your chest toward your thighs and heels toward the floor. Now here, we walk our dog. We find a little rotation maybe in our shoulders as we walk our dog. Now let's prepare for plank by looking forward with your drishti or your eye gaze and roll out to your plank, modified or full. You can drop your knees if you wish, or create that space between your knees and the floor by lifting tall, shifting body weight forward, elbows close to those ribs, chaturanga all the way down, and here's your baby cobra. Keeping your eye gaze down, lengthening that spine, or push to up dog. It's your choice. Now, shifting the body weight back into wide-legged child or hare. Really think about reaching to the end of the mat. And now rolling up into that hands and knees. And here's your opportunity to gather your block. You don't have to use the practice with the block. It's just an opportunity to go a little bit deeper if you have one. So extend that arm closest to me out long, hand to the block, and thread the needle toward me. Think about drawing that top arm all the way to the back of your room, and that bottom arm reaches all the way toward me. Drawing that elbow and that block closer to the body, push and reach. Now unthread again, lifting tall, pushing into your block and threading as you drop all the way down one more time. Our focus today is spinal rotation, so think about as you lift, arm high, and push that hand to the block, you are creating and elongating the spine for a larger twist. Now the leg closest to me extends, finding that scorpion tail, taking that tail up and over to the back of you. Now taking the toe toward the floor and that bottom toe toward the sky, balancing on that shoulder and that knee, extend, three-legged dog, knee to floor, unthread. That was a lot, felt good. Let's switch the block. The traditional thread the needle, let's just reach to the back of your room, elongating those arms and hand on the block. And again, if you don't have a block, you can still do this posture. Gather the block in, Push into the block, find that deeper twist because we're working our twisting. And unfold, unthread, reach, and thread. Finding your comfortable space on the mat. Get ready, unthread again, reaching and revolving. Pressing through here. Shoulder and ear to the floor. Now extend that back leg, modified three-legged dog, scorpion tail. That tail goes toward that shoulder, that toe meets the top toe. Balancing on the shoulder and that standing knee, extend back to your three-legged dog. Slowly release and unthread. Removing the block. Cat-cow. As you exhale into your cat, inhale into your cow. Exhale to cat. Inhale to cow. Let's come back to that neutral alignment, but drop those hips, lengthen the chest toward the sky, and slowly release your heart space down toward the floor. Elbows tight to the ribs. King Cobra. As you release down. Moving the block if it's in your way. Extending those arms out to the side to create a T. The leg that's closest to me and the hand that's closest to me pushes into the mat, and you roll to your side, reaching that leg out into a diagonal behind you. Slowly roll back to prone. Good. Now, switch out those sides. Both arms create that T. Now gather that arm in and that leg in to help you push and extend. Certainly roll back to your belly. Yes. Let's try that again one more time. This time, scorpion tail, but let's try to take that toe and touch the floor. Really extend that leg back, touching the floor with the toe and knee toward the sky. This feels really good. So let's just release again. We have one more time, one more side. Switch out the arm placements. Find your scorpion tail, roll toward the back of the room, but the toe toward me, down toward the floor. Now slowly release, back to the belly, back to prone. Gather both arms in. Help yourself up. Gather the legs together. Let's face the front of the room in a crisscross leg position. Simple seated twist. We end the same way we began. And switch. Coming back to the center. You did it. Inhale to lift. Palms come together. Hands to the center of the forehead. Hands to heart. Namaste. Sealing our practice. Thank you so much, guys. See you next time.